Okay.
So I'm Jon Chattman. I'm with Kate Nash. We're we're at Terminal 5 in New York City. You're going to go on later on.
Yep.
So this is like the end of your tour, right?
Basically, yes.
Okay. It seems like you've been on tour for a really long time.
I feel like that too.
Yeah. How long has it actually been?
Well, since the beginning of the year, really.
Yeah. Since the album came out.
Since the album came out, and then we did loads of festivals, and then I basically went from a week after I'd finished my last festival. I went to Europe for 4.5 weeks.
Right.
Then I had 1 day off, and I went to UK for 2 weeks. Then I had 6 days off, and I've been in the US for 5 weeks.
Wow.
And now I'm going to have 6 days off again when I get home, and then have 10 days in Germany, and then I have Christmas off.
Oh, good. So what's Christmas going to look like? Just relaxing.
Christmas tree, box of Quality Street, TV shows.
Watch Love Actually?
Sleeping in until it's dark.
Would you watch Love Actually?
I could watch that.
Yeah. Like I said,
Watch Home Alone and...
I love that movie.
Muppet Christmas Carol's my favourite.
Really?
I love
Why?
that film because it's Muppets.
Yeah, but it's kind of like second rate because it's after Jim Henson died. I'm saying this now, Jason Segel's redoing it, but then it'll be cool again. So anyway, so I mean, what has the typical audiences been like? I'm a big fan myself. I'm just curious if the typical audience is, guys like me, or is it, tweens to, teens? So just
it's
or 20-somethings, or every demographic. I don't know.
It's really in the US and on this second record, I think it's really developed. It used to be just a lot of young teenage girls, which is really cool, and I still have them there.
Right.
But I do get other lots of different types of people coming, which is really interesting for me. But the crowds have been really supportive and really fun and up for it, and they're very lively. And in the US, I think they're really accepting of me. It's really nice.
Yeah, and I mean the difference between the first and the second album, obviously it's got your signature weight and all that stuff, but it's kind of, I don't know, I want to say uppity, right? I mean, would you say it's uppity? Supreme-ish a little bit?
It has that on Kiss That Go and Do What I Do. It has that influence. I also wanted to let it be influenced a little bit by bands like Bikini Kill and Sleep Bikini and stuff like that, just have a more romantic song and just experiment a little bit, so let it develop and grows.
I read somewhere that you're developing a double album. Is that true?
Well,
or is that just you told one person?
And now everyone's like, oh, you're being inspired by Beyonce, and I'm like, oh. What happened is I had 2 completely different ideas for 2 different records that I wanted to make, and I was like, oh, I should just do a double album like Beyonce. Set it off the wall like that, and I was like, I'm gonna have like Beyonce.
Then you get pricks like me asking you the same question. Sorry. So, I mean, are you thinking ahead? I mean, obviously you've been on the road for a long time, but I'm assuming that you're riding on the road and stuff like that. Yeah?
That's the thing. I really want to get home because I want some time off to just start writing songs again. Because I think that it's too busy. I haven't got time to write on the road. It's really frustrating. But every day you just get up and it's like the show. You get up, you have to get showered and do some press and then sound check, and then you get ready for the gig, and then you do the gig, and then you go to bed, and then you get up and do the same thing. So it's there's not enough time to really sit down and be like, I'm going to spend 5 hours thinking about writing a song. So I'm going to do some of that over Christmas. And the thing is, I always say, I'm going to do this, and then it ends up being completely different. Because time just changes how you feel. When you actually get around to doing it, it's different to how you think it would be in your mind.
Yeah. I'm just curious, do you feel like the next direction of the album, for your next album, it has to be different? So that you don't get, kind of pigeonholed into any one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think so. I think that all the time anyway, that without the whole pressure of being pigeonholed, I just think as a writer, as a person, as an artist, I want to create different things, and you want to develop, don't you?
Yeah.
Just in general, you want to become smarter and better at what you do, and just do stuff differently to keep you interested. So I'm hoping that it will be that. I think it will be, just because you grow up, hopefully get a little wiser and get inspired by new things.
What's your favorite part of the process? Like whether it's the songwriting process or this grueling tour schedule that you're doing. I'm just curious, what is your favorite part of the whole chaos?
I think when you've just written a new song, it's really cool and fun for but also doing a gig and it going really well is a really crazy good feeling, and you can that's really Yeah, it's just writing a new song and playing live and it being good and doing a good live show. Because I like being in the studio, but I find it frustrating sometimes. Just because I overthink everything and I get paranoid. But I did have a lot of good fun working with Band Butler though.
Yeah. Is it therapeutic? I mean, a lot of your lyrics are pretty much very personal. So I'm assuming, is it from a therapy?
Yes, I think so. I almost was like, I need to get therapy last year. And one of my friends said, well, what if you can't write any more songs after that? Probably it's just like, you know.
You're screwed, but you'll put out good music.
Yeah, basically.